Okay, welcome to co-op mission. Ah, yes.
So generally speaking, there are a lot of things that we could be doing. How much time do you have though?
I can stay till probably 3:30-ish.
Okay. Normally for people who just jump straight to StarCraft, I would actually recommend the campaign. The problem is that the campaign is well, it's single player. Therefore, I can't really see what you're doing. I can't really guide you out, and that's beside the point. If you just go down the thing, you see campaign, you see co-op, you see versus, you see custom. What's it called? Okay, let's see if I can do this right.
Custom.
Yes. Don't worry, I'll do all the technical things. So I've just invited you to a lobby. Okay, let's see if I can get this mode right. There we go, Archon. Okay, so what we're gonna do is that there's a unique game mode in StarCraft 2. It's called Archon. What
Okay.
it does is that it means that both you and I will control the same base and army.
Oh,
So I find this is like really useful that I can I can see what you're doing and I could sort of guide you because it could be again the thing about StarCraft 2 is that it can be a fairly complicated game. Um, and I don't want you to get like too overwhelmed. But at the same time, if you're able to like pick it up and run, we'll go for it. Okay, do you have any preference for the race that you want to try out?
I do want to try Protoss. They seem quite fun.
Oh, the Toss. Okay, I would have let you go either Terran or Protoss, but going as Zerg is a tough one.
And I won't touch Zerg until I'm at least familiar with what I'm doing.
Okay, great, let's go.
Welcome to
How's
co-op mission. Ah, yes. We're hitting just one
So
here.
generally speaking,
Oh yeah, no, we're
there are a
technically
lot of
no.
things that we could
Up
be
to it.
doing. How much time do you have though? Okay, so do you know what the general objective of StarCraft 2 is? As in the game mode.
Gather resource, build stuff, gather more resource, build more stuff.
Mm, while that is something you do, that's not the objective. Like for example, in Hearthstone, the objective is to reduce your enemy's health to 0. In Heroes of the
Again, sorry, your mic kind of DC.
Hello? Can you
Eh?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. So while it's true that you will be gathering resources, that's generally not the way. Like for example, in Hearthstone, you will play cards, but that's not the goal. The goal in play mode is to reduce your enemy's health to 0. How you do that is up to you. You want to use spells, you want to use weapons, you want to use minions. That depends on your deck. You want to be irritated and use secrets also can. Um, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, good. So the actual goal in StarCraft 2, in the pure game wise, is to destroy all of your enemy's buildings.
Okay,
So
not just the Nexus.
no, not just the Nexus. It's not Heroes of the Storm. You have scenarios where if you build a building on like some damn corner of the map and the enemy doesn't find it, you could win first.
Oh, okay.
That has happened before. Um,
Oh,
but if you really think about the process, it's gathering resources to build an army to be able to destroy the enemy's buildings.
Good luck, have fun,
I
and
see.
Okay,
beat
so
them, probably.
if we were talking about what you
Okay.
should do first, okay, so you see the shiny nexus in the center?
If workers,
Yeah, they should get back to mining.
let's build a seminator first. Okay.
Yep. What I would. Okay, so you're now controlling your workers, fairly simple, similar to Heroes of the Storm. I would suggest that you send them all back to mining. Like
Oh,
click
they
on
were
the.
mining?
Yeah, they were mining.
Oh,
Okay, so you see on the top left, no, top right hand corner, you have minerals and then you have gas. So these are the things that you will need to buy various things. So what I recommend is you click on one probe,
okay.
just one. Okay, you set them off. Okay, somewhere in your base, press B and then press E.
Okay. E.
Okay,
Swap in pylon.
yeah. Because if you press, okay, so some important fundamentals. B is the build button. Okay, like come on, you know probes, you know Proteus. Proteus
Uh-huh.
builds stuff. So by
Mm-hmm.
pressing B and pressing E, you build a pylon. So build a pylon anywhere.
Okay.
Okay. I would then recommend you build an assimilator, which is you press B, you press A, and then you put it over the gas. There we go. Okay, now once the pylon finishes, press B and then press um, G.
T.
G. You're gonna
Oh,
build the
G.
gateway. The gateway is where the zealots
Okay.
antagonist comes from.
Oh.
So this is the first baby steps into base building.
Okay. So the get assimilator makes more workers?
No. The assimilator allows you to get gas. So grab a bunch, grab 3 workers by drawing a box over them. Hold down. Yep.
Okay.
Put them into the building. There we go.
Okay.
And there, they're carrying those boxes of gas. So you
Oh, so
notice
now I'm collecting
yep,
gas.
your minerals are going up, your gas is going up. I'll show you what gas does in a second. But first we need to build the gateway.
Okay.
Grab.
Plug one probe.
Yep. Press B, and then gateway is G.
I just warp in the gateway.
Yep. So what you notice, by the way, okay, so this is something unique to Protoss. If you click on the pylon, you see the pylon field.
Yep.
Same for heroes. You can only build Protoss buildings inside a field.
Oh.
So, yep. But of course, you can place a pylon down literally anywhere else on the map and build from there, which is why the cannon rush works. Now,
And then rush.
cannon rush. You know Proteus, he builds cannons.
Oh.
Do you play Proteus in Heroes of the Storm?
I do.
Yeah, okay.
Though not very well.
Oh man, when Proteus first came out, never mind, that was a long-standing meme. Okay, so the other thing you need to do is that while this thing is building, you can click on your nexus and then press E a bunch of times. See, so now you're building more workers. You notice the number 8
Oh.
out of 16?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so this tells you how many workers are optimal to buy the base.
Okay. So 16 is the best?
Yeah, 16 is the best because there's a little bit of complicated math after that, but generally speaking, you want to have 16 workers on minerals and 3 on each gas. Now,
Yes. Oh, there's another one, I just realized.
yep.
I
Now,
built another one.
yeah,
Another
go
Vespine
ahead.
thingy. Why can't I press E anymore?
Press B. You have to press B first because you have to tell the
E, right.
you have to press B and then you press E.
Simulator.
Yep.
Ah.
So do you see this thing coming? This
That scout
SCV?
unit?
Yep. So there's an enemy on the other side of the map.
But that's very far away.
Oh no, it's not. Okay, so the other thing about RTS in general is that you try to do as many things as you can. So we're gonna try to do 2 things at the same time. Press the gateway,
Okay.
okay, and then build the zealot by pressing Z.
Okay. How many?
1 will do. The other thing you do is you take a probe, any probe, and you send him over here. I'll ping it on the map.
All the way there?
Yeah, the reason is that, remember, while you're doing all this base building, the enemy is doing the exact same thing. And it makes sense, like, to scout what the enemy is doing. To figure out, is he going to attack me now, is he going to attack me later? And while doing all this, take another probe and build, press B and then press Y. It's to build something called the cyber core.
E and then Y.
Yep,
Cybernetics core.
correct.
The probes.
Oh no. I probe died.
Yep, okay, so it means that the enemy is going for a bit of... Yeah, press B and then press Y. Okay. Okay, so while that is building, hit down here and I would suggest... Okay, to take another base.
Okay, where again?
Down here. Okay, you're doing good. You're doing good. So to build another base is B and then N.
N
Yeah,
for
Nexus.
nylon nexus. Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Attack this to destroy it. Where's the zealot? Is he out yet?
Oh yeah, the zealot's
Oh, he's
here.
there.
Yep, he's all yours. Now, here's where gas is important. If you click the gateway, you will see a bunch of new units.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Sentry
after
stalker and
correct. So after you build the cyber core, it gives you access to a bunch of other units. And those units, look, if you read, they require gas. So if you don't get gas, you can't buy them.
I see.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, so while I talk to you, I'm also gonna do a bunch of things like you see a bunch of gateways building. Yeah, I'm building them so that we don't just dive to an enemy attack.
Okay. Wow. Cannot go to. Oh, there it is. I need to change my sensitivity.
Yeah, okay.
Uh, drag scroll speed. There we go.
Okay. By the way, on the side note, you see that I'm on the other side of the map. I sent one probe. I want to like try and leave a probe out here as a forward scout.
I see.
Cause think about it, if there's nothing out here, how do we know whether the enemy's walking across the map to kill us? True. Okay, so now I'll let you kind of decide. Do you want to go for strong ground units? Do you want to go for
Pylon
air?
is being roughed up.
Okay, then here, never mind.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff.
I'll take care of this. Okay, the Nexus is kind of dead, but don't worry, we will hold this. We are fine. Yeah, so in a real game of Starcraft 2, you will have an enemy that
Research.
will be trying
Our
to
pylon's
you know,
under
attack you. Don't worry, I got this.
Warp in mothership. Wow. You just bring our probes to surround them.
Yep.
Like that?
The Templar.
Okay. Okay, so we need to rebuild the Nexus.
Do we heal it?
Not really. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. Protoss units have shields,
Not
like...
the probes.
Wait, are they still attacking us? No,
Oh,
okay.
it's the scout.
Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, so you can see that the enemy's forming up. They're not heading across the map, which means that we're going to be safe for a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so the thing about... Okay, if you click the Nexus right now, you will see that it's got
They're
three
attacking our
numbers.
cute little probes.
Okay.
Yes. You mean 3 colors?
Yeah, the three colors and three numbers. Ignore the
The
bottom one
minerals
for
have
now.
up and gone.
The first number that you see the numbers go up, that's its shields.
Okay.
Like in Halo, but more like Artanis, the shields replenish slowly over time. The number below that is the health, which honestly, as Protoss, you can't repair.
Okay.
And yeah, the third number, ignore that for now. Okay, grab a probe and rebuild your Nexus.
How do I do that?
You take a probe.
Okay. I have a probe.
Mineral field depleted.
Rebuild the
Mineral field
Nexus.
depleted.
Sorry?
Oh, you mean the one over there?
Yeah, the one that got blown up.
This one goes to all the units that I have.
Forward.
Sorry?
I just... Oh, what is that? Oh, that's ours.
Yeah.
We are of one mind.
Oh, okay. Build Nexus.
We need more Artosis pylons.
Ah.
The firstborn shall
So the other thing you
persevere.
notice that you realize that there's a third number on your top right hand side.
All living units cost supply.
You're correct. So what this means as Protoss
The
is that you
minerals
need to
have up and
continuously build more pylons in order to support a larger army.
That's where the meme "we require additional pylons" comes from.
Yes, because if you don't have pylons, like okay, like go to your nexus right now and build 2 workers. The
Uh,
yeah.
Hi?
Click the nexus.
Yeah?
Build 2 workers. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so here's the thing. Oh,
I
no
can't.
wonder you're using recall. By the way, building workers is the letter
Cooldown is
E.
active. Oh shit! I'm pressing the wrong button.
Give
Yeah,
us
so
your
the thing about the
command.
nexuses is that they actually have different abilities, including recall. Recall is it
Combat
allows you to teleport your
awaits.
units back. I'll demonstrate later.
Oh, okay. Is it only a Protoss thing?
Yes. So again, the game is asymmetrical, so it's specifically designed that each race has certain strengths and weaknesses. Okay, so now I'll let you kind of decide. Do you want to go for wait? Did you see that? Okay, the enemy army is no longer there.
Okay.
Like if you see the prop on the other side of the map, the enemy army is no longer there. We're under attack.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Do we
worry.
need more zealots or something?
I can do one better, but
Glorious combat is upon us.
don't worry, I'll take care of this wave.
Hawker is anti-air or is it just ranged?
Okay, so let's go through the basic Protoss military units. So your zealot died. Okay. Here's something really cool about Protoss. Press W. Just press W on your keyboard.
Okay. Warp
you-
gate.
Yeah. So if you press Z, go to any pylon and press Z. You don't have to click on
yeah.
the pylon. Don't click on the pylon, but just press Z.
Oh.
Okay. And you click
Yeah.
down. You'll be able to warp in a zealot.
I have to press Z,
They're
right?
attacking our cute little probes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Press
don't get
W
it.
and then you press Z.
Oh, W then Z.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. You can just like spawn a
Yeah.
zealot
It allows you to effectively like spawn zealots.
from any pylon in the map.
Yes, from any pylon.
Oh.
The key is that you notice that you press W, there are a bunch of these things called warp gates. Bunch of these.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go back to your main base, I built a bunch of them for you, so that we don't die to the enemy.
Oh.
Every single warp gate allows you to warp in one unit. So the reason I have so many warp gates is that it allows me to teleport in 7 units at the same time.
Oh.
And that is to, you know, make sure we have an army to ward off the enemy.
I see.
Okay, so if you want to talk about the other units,
Let your will be heard.
yep, good, you're controlling the army. Okay, so what is important to note is that the Stalker, which is the bigger 4-legged one, yep, that guy,
Uh huh.
this guy shoots up. So if there's things flying in the sky, only the Stalker can shoot it. The other lady-like infantry can't.
AD like infantry.
Ire
Yep.
shall
That-
be
yep.
reclaimed.
Now, each unit in StarCraft generally has additional abilities, it's not uniform.
Yes.
Okay.
The Adept has a
Executor.
very special ability, which that if you press F and then you shoot, it can do this. It allows it to shade.
Oh.
So it gives it,
Stop.
yep, and once it's done, it will teleport to the location of the scout.
Oh.
So this is useful both for scouting and also trying to bypass enemy defenses. So if you see the one that's heading across the map right now,
The Templar. March.
see?
Is she ranged or what? Oh wow.
Yeah, she's ranged. So this just flies right by the enemy army.
Glory.
Can they see you?
Yes,
To glory.
but they're not responding. And there, now it's gonna attack the enemy. We're gonna get some revenge
Combat
damage.
awaits.
Of course, the enemy army is gonna show up.
We serve with pride.
So at a higher level, like players can abuse the hell out of this, but players have also gotten very good at defending against it. And see, the Adept is still alive.
Where shall we march?
Okay, so
Meditation is over.
do you have any questions so far, by the way?
So zealots are anti-infantry. Zealot is what? Specialist fighters?
So zealots are a melee unit. let me demonstrate.
Justice, my life for iron.
So I'm gonna send these zealots into combat. You'll. Okay, so here's the thing about the zealot. The zealot is the only unit in the entire Protoss army that is melee. Because
Oh.
if you look at
The
their figures,
minerals
they
have
have
up
like
and
blades on
gone.
their arms.
Uh-huh.
Whereas
Combat
Zerg is split
awaits.
50-50 between melee and range. Yeah, so they actually have to make contact with the enemy in order to.
I have met
Ah,
the
crap.
enemy.
Here we go again.
You require my skill.
You must construct additional pylons.
My life for iron.
Yeah, so if you
Where
notice
shall
that
we
that the air units that attacked our base, only the stalkers can attack them.
In what?
Intriguing. My meditation.
Okay, so yeah, so
is
zealots. Okay, so if you go over here, the zealots that are
Justice
here,
be
you
done.
notice they have blades on their arms, so they actually have to touch the unit in order to
Vespene
damage
Geyser
them.
exhausted.
And this enemy
see.
flying unit, they can't do anything. Like
Mineral field
they
depleted.
can kill the SCV, but they can't kill
Why is
the
their plane not shooting our zealots?
because this plane is a spellcaster. It can't actually fire.
Spellcaster?
Yep, Terran unit. We'll get to that later. Like the thing about flying units in Starcraft 2 is that they were very, very carefully designed. There are very, very few units that can shoot both up and down.
The minerals have up
Okay.
and gone.
Okay, so here's the actual enemy army. Yeah, you can control them. You can fight
Where?
over here.
Mineral
It's okay.
field depleted.
You could lose them. Okay, so another thing that is relevant at this point in time is if you go back to your main base, which is over here, you notice that the minerals were actually mined out.
Oh shit.
Like minerals are finite resource. This is why it was important to like keep expanding so that you keep having resource. Like you can expand here, here, here. Like that's the nature of StarCraft. You need to expand in order to get more minerals in order to
Ultimately, there is a finite amount in the entire game, right?
Yes,
Oh.
but it's very, very rare because where are all the probes going?
Oh, I thought we were gonna make another base.
You can send one. You don't have to send everybody. You just need one probe to build the nexus. B and then N. There we go.
Oh, the gas is mined out as well.
Enemy.
Yeah, the gas will mine out eventually as yep.
Oh.
Okay, there's one more key unit from the gateway that you should learn about. It's this glowy thing called the sentry.
Uh-huh. Where is it?
He's
Do
on
we
there
have-
over here. So you can kind of see that they're very like distinct
This one?
units. Yeah. So this one's a bit more complicated because this one is a. Do you want to fight or do you want me to take care of this?
No, you can take care of it.
Well,
Oh wow, what is
more
the
gas
sentry
with this
doing?
one.
Eh. That's. Okay, so honestly, in fact, let me demonstrate a little something with 3 of our units here.
I am the voice.
And another stalker.
You
Okay.
require my skills.
Let's take these 4 guys example. If a stalker shoots another stalker,
One with
you know, it does
what?
it.
How do you do that?
You press A, and then you click another unit. It will attack your own units. You can on
Oh.
there. So notice the stalker doing a decent amount of damage.
Yeah?
Notice how much damage the sentry does. It's a lot less if you notice.
Yeah?
But what the sentry can do, let me stop the sentry. What the sentry can do is that he's a spellcaster. So
Okay.
it has special abilities. For example, let's take another scenario. Let's say there are a bunch of enemy zealots and they want to go up this ramp here.
by your will.
First I have to go down the ramp.
Guides.
Okay, so zealots are coming up, but if I have a sentry I can do this. Force field. You could
Oh.
physically block the enemy from going up places. Notice zealots are just stuck, and then if you have a sentry and then you attack, like the sentry can shoot through the force field and the zealots can't. This is really important for fighting against Zerg, because the Zerglings are
Oh.
melee.
Yeah.
So if you're able to like throw down a bunch of force fields and block the Zerg from reaching your army where your army is firing, like the damage difference is crazy.
I see.
So to
Wait,
do
how
it,
do you use O? Do you press F?
yes, you press F. That guy may not. Yep, there we go.
What's the cooldown on this?
It's energy based, so no cooldown. You can throw down
Oh,
as
the
many as
purple
you
thing.
want, but you're gonna run out of energy. The other thing Sentry can do, okay, you can do three things. Two are more important than the other. The other one is called Guardian Shield, and you press G. So click on any Sentry and you press G. Yep.
Oh.
So it puts up this barrier and it reduces incoming ranged damage.
I see.
So-
So it's a true support.
Yep. So if you're shooting it while the barrier is up, it takes less damage. The key is that, this is the beauty, the key is that that shield does not protect against melee damage. So if you got a bunch of Zerglings jumping on it, it's gonna die. The other thing is you
see.
click the units, you click the sentry, you realize that its health is and shields is a lot lower than, let's say, the Stalker
Where shall we
or the
march?
Adept or the Zealot.
Orders.
It only has 40 shields and 40 health. So it's really a support unit.
That's quite a strong amount.
Yep. Okay, so I'll now let you decide. Do you want to go for air units? Do you want to go for strong ground units, or do you want to go for the really powerful support spellcaster units?
I would like to see what air units the Protoss has.
Okay, good.
Base is under attack.
Oh.
Do you want me to take care of this, or do you want to fight?
I can try, I guess.
Okay.
Just carry.
Box everyone. Yep, go attack. Put up the shield. There we go.
Did I put up more than one?
Yeah, but it doesn't stack.
Oh.
See, the other thing you could do right now is that you could warp in more units at your pylon fields.
Pylon fields.
Yeah, so if you go over here,
Oh.
you press W and then you just press Z, S, E or whatever. Come on, we need reinforcements. There we go. More.
How many can I do at once? Oh, 7.
Yep. Oh no, the base is gonna go down.
I'm here in the shadows.
Attack.
Twilight for hire.
Okay, so this is actually a good example. Like this was a really close fight. If you didn't warp in additional reinforcements, you would have lost your base.
My.
So a key in a lot of these battles is being able to call in your reinforcements as needed.
Protoss is very map control.
It's hard to say. Zerg generally has the most map control, but Zerg has a completely different system of getting units. It took me the longest to figure out. So if you want to talk about air units, click a probe and press V.
Okay, why V?
Because in all of the races there are two sets of buildings, the basic and the advanced. So if you press V, you will then see the Stargate, which is option S.
In Stargate.
Yep.
Oh, wait, there's no pylon here, crap.
You figured it out. Yes, you should put a pylon beside your base, because wouldn't it have been a lot more convenient to warp in units at the fight as opposed to over there? Okay, so the pylon's gonna be built. Yep. This is what you should be doing. Then when you're ready, you press V and then you press S.
Spawn. Oh, that's a big structure.
Build 2.
So the Protoss just teleport everywhere? You don't like...
Yes and no. If you go back and click on the gateway, only the units that come out of this can teleport directly onto a battlefield. But as you see with the Stargate and the probe, they don't. They come out of the building as per normal. So that's I guess you can say advantage that the Protoss has. For Terran, all of the units come out of their respective buildings.
Okay, very standard.
Zerg is complicated. Zerg, all of the units come out of one set of building, which is the hatcheries. But I'm not gonna touch Zerg. Okay, so if you go to your Stargate, you can see 3 units you could build. I suggest you build one of each, and the reason I asked you to build 2 Stargates is that you can build one from one Stargate and something else from the other one, and they both build concurrently. See, so a key of good StarCraft, I would say, is having like enough buildings to support production. Like right now, I see you're building 4. Oh, the enemy's here. I think you can take care of this.
Teleport successful.
Unacceptable warp location. Your forces are under attack.
I'm here in the shadows.
Do you want me to take care of this?
You might need to.
Yeah, okay, don't worry.
Prismatic core online.
Oh, the workers
Okay, so we're gonna have to give up that base. I will make you a new one at the corner.
I'm here in the shadows.
a base anywhere? Or must you look for resource pool?
You could build it any. You could throw it down anywhere. Like you could build another nexus in your main base. But what would be the point if it's not near a resource node, right?
Our pylon's under attack.
The first
Don't worry, I'll rebuild your
The
Stargates
minerals
and
have up
make
and
them
down.
better.
This vessel shall. We are
I mean, no. You can't.
Whoa.
I'm here.
Mineral field depleted.
Shoo, enemy.
We are at full power.
Again, the reason I left an enemy out there is that in StarCraft 2 there's always going to be an enemy out there on the map. Always going to be trying to kill you. This happens to be the easy computer. So, back to our Stargates. I built 3 more of them in the main for you.
Oh, there they are.
Yep. Okay.
Channel the light of iron.
So if you look at your main base, I also built another nexus. So that's the thing, you can build them anywhere on the map, but if there are no resources, what are they going to be good for?
Technically have unlimited units, the pylons?
Yes, but it's only up to 200 supply.
Successful.
Okay.
200 units.
200 supply. If you click on each unit, they each cost a different amount of supply. For example, yeah, you click on the Stargate, it says it requires. Yep. Okay, so these are the 3 core air units. There are 2 more advanced air units which we will get to in a second, actually 3. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. Which one do you want me to touch on first?
You can go from this one, I guess.
Okay, so this is the Oracle. The Oracle is a spellcaster that only shoots down, but it's got some cool abilities. Let me show you.
Let us begin.
Okay, I'm following it.
It is destined.
So you will notice that they all have different speeds,
We interpret.
which is actually a big deal because if you're playing against another Protoss,
Our fates
knowing
are
who to
one.
chase one is important. So this guy has 3 abilities. The first is called Revelation. Where is the enemy army?
Extrapolating strings.
Where is the enemy? Ah, never
Laws of
mind.
tide.
Have to take the base
Oh,
here?
there they are.
No, these are bases. So what Revelation does is that it tags an enemy army for a period of time. Here's a bit
Not enough energy.
no energy.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Oracle perceiving.
so let's say like this one unit here, if I had tagged him, actually I can tag him right now. See?
Harmonized.
Like for a period of time, you can still see exactly where they are. Ah boy, hold on.
Our window is short.
Pylon is being roughed up. The minerals have up and gone.
We seek guidance.
Hold on, let me take out this tag.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, so this is why speed is important. Only this out of all the air units can actually chase the enemy flying units down with the same speed.
Oh, the Phoenix.
Yeah, where's the Void Ray card? The Void Ray is too freaking slow.
Crystals charged.
Where do our enemies
Prismatic core online.
Cosmetic core.
on the wings of justice?
Yep,
Does everybody in
You
Protoss
seek
have a shield?
guidance?
yes.
Zack.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, so the other
They can actually win blitzkrieg attacks. Because they have shield.
any race can win blitzkrieg attacks. It depends on how it's done. Like if you're Protoss and you just like build a bunch of gateways, you just get zealots and you try and hit the enemy before they have anything, you could win the game. Like tournaments, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of dollars have been won or lost based on this kind of strategies.
Warp field online.
So, Phoenix can stun enemies, right? I just saw. Wait.
Yes and no. So the Phoenix has a special ability. Let me make some more to make it more pronounced. What the Phoenix can do is called something called gravitational beam. It can lift a unit up from the ground to the air.
Can it stasis air units?
No, it can't.
Ah.
There isn't anything to stasis air units actually. Now the reason that
The minerals have up
the other
and
thing about the
gone.
Phoenix that it's the only it's one of the only two units in all of Starcraft that can attack and move at the same time.
The Phoenix?
Yeah. For example, let's say I attack this void right here. Notice.
Understood.
Oh, it only triggers for enemy units.
For honor.
Never mind that then. Okay. For example, you notice that the Phoenix can't attack anything on the ground, correct?
Oh, I didn't notice.
You try it. Try getting it to attack any of your own units. Nothing will happen.
Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, it's actually cancelled out.
But let's take this poor. Yeah, you can attack air units. That's fine. But let's say you have a third of the ground that you want to neutralize. What you can do is you can get your Phoenixes to lift up the unit, which will be this zealot in our experiment,
The skies await.
and then they can attack it.
I will.
Oh.
The other thing about Phoenixes is that they're very, very, very fast. Like, yeah, just take it for a spin. Like, notice how fast and elegant they
The
are
minerals
compared to
have up and
everything
gone.
else.
Wow.
Okay, if possible, try and find the enemy army and try to just shoot down one of their things. Because you can move and shoot at the same time. Okay, you gotta be careful. Okay, try and snipe it off and then retreat. Okay, you're doing fine. Okay, get out of there. See that? That is really good. Of course, it can't take on a ground army by itself, but the Phoenix can fly in and like hit critical air units. Yes, exactly like that. Like there's actually a pro strategy. Careful the Marines.
What died?
Okay, that was a perfect example of what can be done, but also its weaknesses. Like there were like what 6 Marines. You can't lift them all up.
Channel the light.
Okay, so
of
that's about it for the Phoenix.
Where do our enemies
Oh, what does the Stalker
lurk?
do again? It's just a range, is it?
Yeah, it shoots up and down. It's got an additional ability that you'll have to unlock by building another building. But I'm gonna skip that for now because it's kind of a lot of things right now. And on the theme of it's okay, so for the Void Ray, this one can shoot both up and down. These things. Go ahead. Take it for a spin.
Ah, this one. Prismatic alignment.
Yeah.
It aligns the voids very la 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 la.
It basically does additional damage when you activate it, but it moves more slowly.
Oh, this thing hurts.
Yep. The thing about the Void Waves that if you actually notice, it doesn't have that much health,
Anan Porkal.
and they are quite expensive, and they are quite slow.
Oh, they're expensive.
Yeah, if you click on the Stargate and you see the cost of all the different units, they are quite expensive. 250 minerals, 250 gas. 150 gas rather.
And nothing else.
Honestly, in competitive play, 4 players don't go for Void Waves.
Too unreliable.
Because they're too squishy. Like a bunch of Marines will take them down very, very easily. Because there are too many Marines. Marines only
So
cost
they
50.
must be protected.
Yeah,
This vessel shall avenge.
Void Waves are a bit hard to use in actual matches unless you're very desperate, or you're going for some kind of cheese.
Oh, the zealots are so easily to kite, man.
Yes and no. They actually have an additional ability called Charge, but you have to buy it. You have to purchase the ability by building another building, getting an upgrade. Now, if you go back to your Stargates, you'll notice that there are now some additional buildings, some additional units.
Mineral field
Oh, wow, yeah.
depleted.
Tempest. I'll
Yep.
just.
I would suggest you build a Tempest and you build a Carrier out of another one.
But the rally point here. How do I ping?
Hey, they're attacking
shit.
our base. The
Huh?
minerals have
You could
up
try to
and
attack
gone.
him.
Is there a button for all units on screen?
Yes, it's F2.
F2. I'm gonna need to change that.
Yeah, F2 is a deeply controversial button, but yeah, okay, go ahead, take him on. Fight.
Mineral field depleted.
You might want to walk in more units right now.
I forgot to build
Not the probes.
You need more ground forces.
shield.
The minerals have up and gone.
There we go.
I'm here. We face the enemy.
Alright, you actually held it off. Well done.
Where is my probe?
It could have died. Don't worry, there are plenty more all over the map. Yeah, the F2 button is a bit controversial because
Far
the
away.
no, not really. In the pro scene, it's one of those habits that you try not to use because you could do something called control groups. If you go over a bunch of units, like let's just take the Void Race, right? And if you press Shift and the button 1 on your keyboard, it puts them into a control group. Did it work?
Again?
If you click, let's say, just the Void Race and you press Shift and 1 on your keyboard, it puts them into a control group.
Oh.
So now when you double click one, it only selects your Void Race. So this is really, really useful. Let's say you have a squadron of phoenixes out like harassing the enemy, and at the same time you have like your guard army at home, because you don't want your guard army to be like walking aimlessly around the map.
You must construct additional pylons.
Yeah.
I mean, no. You can't warp it. Mineral field depleted.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the Tempest.
Victory is in.
He's over here. Is this flying golden disc thing? So the thing about the Tempest is that it's got a very, very long range.
So this guy.
Yep,
No, this is Oracle. Wait, where's the Tempest?
he's over here.
Oh, this guy.
Yep, he's got quite a long range. Like you notice that this big circle, yeah, that's how far he can shoot.
Oh. Oh.
So the Tempest is a long range siege unit. It's kind of like a sky-based artillery.
We see
Like if you're over here, like in these trees, you could actually hit the stalker.
victory is a carrier.
See?
One shot deals half the
Base is
shields.
under attack.
Oh, the enemy's here again. Do you want to take him? Okay, good idea. Going for a flank.
Pylon is being roughed up. The minerals have up and gone.
It's actually kind of funny, right? Like every time the enemy army attacks, there's like new units, so you're seeing a bunch of new things happen.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Our pylon's
Revelation
under attack.
Stasis Ward. Wow.
Yep.
How can I aid
Okay,
you?
so I didn't really go over the stasis ward because the stasis ward is a bit more complicated. What the stasis ward does is that it puts down like a mine,
We interpret.
and it will
Mineral
actually
field
freeze
depleted.
enemy units on the ground. Watch.
It is destined.
Okay, nothing
I
here.
see.
Where are all the
The
workers?
stars align.
That means they're over here.
I'm here in the shadow.
Like you're following this oracle down here.
Extrapolating strings.
There
It
should
is
be an enemy
destined.
base down here. Okay, there isn't one.
Nazuktai. We interpret. Justice has come. Our fates are one.
Where is the enemy?
Harmonized. I
What does
see.
the carrier do?
The
Ah, the
stars
carrier. The
harmonized.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Right,
show you what
it's
the
a
oracle
mothership.
does since the oracle's here
The
already.
stars align.
So you see the oracle here?
Let us begin.
It's got two abilities. One is that it can put down a
Extrapolating
stasis trap.
strings.
You can put down anywhere on the map, but what it does is it freezes enemy units.
After a delay.
Yeah. So while it's in stasis, enemy units can't be attacked,
An Eridine
but
will
it's
survive.
really, really useful to like just take a bunch of the enemy's army out of the fight. So you're ultimately fighting like a smaller portion of the enemy
I
army.
see.
The other thing you could do if you press C is
It
the
is
pulsar
destined.
beam. Go ahead, press C. Click this oracle and press C. Yep, so it fires a beam that can like kill enemy ground forces.
I do.
But if you couple that with the speed, that's really, really powerful.
Victory awaits.
Now, if we come to the carrier, what it does is that it's another long-range siege unit. It can attack both ground and air. But the way it does that is like an aircraft carrier. It sends out smaller. It's called interceptors to destroy a target. So let's take this stalker for example.
We are ready.
Notice it doesn't have as much range, but it sends out like this swarm to destroy it. The problem with that, however, is that if the enemy army is able to destroy all the interceptors, it takes a while to build.
Teleport successful.
Okay, the last unit is the mothership, which is this big thing that you can see following your army. What it does is it actually cloaks the rest of your army.
Guide us.
It cloaks?
Yep.
Oh, no wonder they look cloaked.
Yep, they're all cloaked. Of course, at this point, the enemy has detection, so
Pylon is
it
being
doesn't
roughed
really
up.
matter. Okay, it's time for you to take revenge. I would suggest you destroy this enemy army and then go and destroy the enemy's base.
Army?
Yeah, okay, wait. Let me show you something else the Nexus can do.
Inala,
Remember that R button you were pressing?
R button.
guide us.
Yeah. Let me see if I can do this right. It's a bit harder than it used to be. I just teleported your entire army back home.
Our pylons
They're
under
attacking
attack.
our cute little probes.
So that's something really, really useful for might want to A move. You have to attack move. Like in Heroes of the Storm, if you just move, your hero will ignore the enemy, right?
No, it will. It won't. It depends on which hero.
So yeah, some of them have auto attacks, right? Okay.
Oh, A move. Okay, I get it.
Alright, so now you just walk across the base and like destroy the enemy. If you've survived long enough, you built up a strong enough army, you can take revenge.
Okay. I'll bring. Oh, hello.
Well, there's no more gas with this one.
Now notice that while you are fighting right now, you can actually go back to your Stargates and continue to produce units.
Oh.
See, so this is how you
We
like
need
you
more
replace your
Artosis
battlefield
pylons.
losses. And whoever can replace battlefield losses faster, more efficiently, will ultimately be able to win the game through sheer attrition. Let alone all the fancy spellcasting and engagements. Yep. Good call.
Teleport successful. Teleport successful.
Why can't I build another pylon? Oh, wait, now I can.
You can't build pylon up and down slopes.
Ah.
Only on like flat ground. By the way, I suggest you attack. You make your way here. Like you don't just fly there, but you fight your way in, because that's where Terran main base is.
Okay.
Yep. Good. Take your army. Destroy thy enemies.
Skyway.
Reduce their bases to ash.
Defense systems failing.
Bro, no, don't die.
Yeah, it can be like really inconvenient if you like lose your probe.
Where's my probe? Oh no, I think he died.
Play it at home.
Mineral field depleted.
So the thing about playing specifically against Terran is that a lot of their buildings tend to be the main base. So if you can somehow get your way to the main base and destroy it, they tend to be very handicapped. Okay, so at this point it's kind of a cleanup operation of just like going across the map and wiping out all the bases.
Oh.
Now while your army is making quick work of the enemy, if you go to a probe, any probe, and you press V, you notice there are two other buildings I didn't touch.
Pro B.
You see?
Shield battery?
No. V. You press V. Do you see the Twilight Council and the robotics facility?
I don't recall fleet beacon either. No, fleet beacon is the one for the air units.
Correct. So the fleet beacon allows you to get the specialized air units, but the other two buildings at the side, the C and the R, these were the two other options. C gives you access to some of the most powerful spellcasters in the game. R gives you access to the stronger ground-based units.
What things is
Yeah, so I think you just like Let me make life easy for you.
Cold is the void. Very wise. I serve. I am here in the shadows. Do thy bidding.
It takes a long time.
It can. The thing is that, okay, when you're normally playing online, people will GG or concede faster because they know it's over.
The minerals have up and
AIs
gone.
tend to be a little bit more stubborn.
Very wise.
Well, there's no more gas with this one.
I would actually wager that the enemy is here.
That far, damn it. Okay.
Yeah, because what the AI will do is that it tends to like spread itself out across the map. There we go, see? He's building one here. There we go, setting up another base here. You use your phoenixes to like lift workers and kill them.
On it.
No, but that's more like of a harassment tactic. Like you fly in, you pick up a bunch of workers, you kill them, you get out before the enemy gets there. Oh, by the way, another thing, the phoenix can only lift or shoot. It can't do both at the same time.
It's a channel, right? They said.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't shoot bases either.
No, they can't. They can only pick up certain ground units. GG!
Oh.
The enemy wishes to surrender. Do you accept?
Oh, wait. AIs can surrender. That's cool.
Yes. So you can either accept its surrender or physically go and destroy every single of its buildings on the map. Ah, you just used recall. So the thing about the mothership, which is really cool, it's got a couple of additional abilities. One of those,
Time warp and recall.
yeah. So what recall does is that if the mothership is
Forcing Psyweb.
somewhere else,
You're gonna need a tad.
you
bit
can
more
actually
energy.
recall your army to the mothership.
Oh, okay.
What time warp does is that it sets up a bubble which slows enemy units, but it's not really used in standard or competitive play much. The mothership is used mostly for cloaking and the occasional recall.
Because it
Mineral
takes
field
100
depleted.
energy, right?
Yeah, it takes a lot of energy. The other thing about the mothership, if you go back to any of your nexuses, is that it's very expensive. It's 400 minerals, 400 gas.
Very expensive.
Yes. It is, I think, the most expensive single unit in the game. It's kind of like the super weapon of the
Oh.
Protoss.
Vanilla
And
Does it do a lot of damage?
its damage output is okay, but it's more of a support unit. Furthermore, you can only build one at a time. You can only have one on the map at any given point in time.
And they're out of here.
Yeah, you
Wait,
won.
can I have one?
Yep.
Oh,
Because
this
it
one's
would,
called Mothership.
yeah, it would be unfair if you could build like 4. Because honestly, Terran and Zerg do not have anything else like it.
Cloaking is a Protoss thing?
No, all units have its own form of cloaking. For example, Zerg cloaking works totally differently. Zerg cloaking is called burrow. They literally dig under the ground. But here's
they
the
move?
key. While all Zerg units can burrow, there are 2 Zerg units that can move while they're underground. They can tunnel.
I see.
So that acts as a cloak.
Oh, is there any hero units in Protoss?
Not really. Starcraft 2 is not designed around those hero units. That's more Warcraft 3.
I see.
The only thing the closest that you would get to a hero unit was that mothership. In fact, if you just want to see all the units, go to collections.
Collections. Where's collections?
It's the second last one. It's a big top bar, and then you see campaign, co-op versus custom collection.
Oh wait, I'm still in game.
Oh yeah, you have to leave the game. My bad. Click score screen to leave game. Okay, my bad. I automatically assumed you would like leave the game after you won.
Yeah, I can't exactly. Do
Click
I
s-
leave the game?
Click score screen.
Oh, score screen. Okay.
Yeah, you're out.
Ah.
It's like Heroes 1, you have your score screen, then you have to click next to leave.
First win of the day bonus 100,000 XP. Wow.
Yep. But to make the XP points. So if you go to collection at the top bar, you see something called are you at the collections tab? Actually,
Yep. I'm at featured.
okay, then you click skins. It actually shows you all the different units and all the different skins.
Oh, okay.
Like this is an easy way to, okay, it doesn't actually tell you like what it doesn't tell you the stats, but it gives you a simple visual representation of what it looks like.
Yeah.
There's actually a help option if you go to your menu, and it actually tells you about everything
I see.
in a more technical manner.
See, Terran Zerg has. Oh, Twilight Council.
Yep. Twilight Council gives you access to the High Templars. It gives you access to Psionic Storm. Is there Psionic Storm in Heroes?
I don't recall.
Doesn't Tacita have that?
Storm. I forgot it. What is that?
Okay, I see it's still 19. I see you gotta go soon-ish, right?